Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Tune Dollars, and we about to ride my CRX. We over here at Aramingo. I just stopped by Little's. Little's is right behind me. Yeah, about to take this quick little drive. See if I can pull it up so that you guys can actually see me while I'm driving, right? Y'all don't really want to see me, but y'all probably do want to see me, so. What's up, y'all? Put on my seatbelt, take off this mask. I had the heavy duty mask. This is my painter's mask. When I do auto body, this is the mask that I use. Put on my seatbelt for all the people who are concerned about safety first. Alright, we out here, y'all. Got my AC on. My AC is on number 2. It feels beautiful right now. The weather in Philly is probably like what? Like an 80-degree day. Yeah, it's like an 80-degree day out here. I ain't gonna be able to see what y'all saying because I have a protective case on my phone that has a glass on the front, but the protective glass has a little crack through it, and that protective glass, the crack runs right through the camera. So if I use the FaceTime camera, y'all gonna see like a crack through my face. So I'm actually using the back camera. The back camera, that's why y'all see me, but I can't really see if anybody's saying anything. But if anybody's saying anything, what's up, y'all? I'm reporting live from Philadelphia, PA. From around Aramingo Avenue. Actually, to my right-hand side, we just passed. That's where the races be at. So if anybody is not from Philadelphia, not from PA, but is in the racing and visits Philadelphia and you happen to come down here, right around the corner is one of the spots. If I put on music, will I get any like copyright royalty strikes? Yo, I don't own this music, but let me put on a little bit of ambience. Let me put on the radio. Put on the radio and see what it sound like. See what it sound like. Oh snap. Oh. Night at the Roxbury. Yo, how do they really break that glass? You gotta be really close. Y'all ever seen Night at the Roxbury? It's a pretty funny movie. Come back from what, like the late 90s, early 2000s? I don't even know. Yo, it's always nice to drive around a stock car. You'd be surprised how many people really appreciate a stock car. You'd be surprised, man. There's a lot of people that appreciate it. I get people double looking. Almost 3 times triple looking. They'll look, and then they'll look again, and they might smile, or they'll thumbs up, or they'll give me one of these, or one of these, you know what I mean? It's pretty cool. Why they beeping? Patience is a virtue. Yeah, it's pretty neat, man. It's a different feeling. I've been blessed enough, fortunate to, within the last few years, drive stock older cars. And man, it be feeling like I'm in a 2020. I bet you I could be in a 2020 and not get this type of love. It's nice, man. I'm an 80s baby. So I come from the era of 80s, 90s cars. I really like the boxiness, like the squareness to the vehicles. I like the old technology. Looks a little retro. Looks neat. I like it. I can appreciate the square cars. I call them square because they're more boxy compared to the modern cars. I call the modern cars futuristic. Like space shuttles, spaceships. Man, they ain't even stop. Yo, y'all know how to stop? Excuse me, man. Stop. Yo, she just ate that stop sign like there was no tomorrow. That's why it's good to drive slow, y'all. Oh, Del Sol. Yo, let me show y'all this Del Sol. Del Sol. Philadelphia Del Sol. I'm about to start an accident. I'm about to start an accident stopping to see that Del Sol. Yeah, my bad, y'all. I can't really see what y'all saying. I wonder if I review the playback, y'all messages pop back up, right? So I should be able to review it. Yeah, man, so I've been blessed and fortunate to actually drive around older cars the last couple of years. I mean, my whole life I've always, had Hondas, Civics, Hondas, EF chassis in specific, or in the USDM standards case, it'll be ED. I had the ED chassis. That's what I grew up on. So like, that's where my roots are at. You know what I mean? Even though I do have a soft spot for RX-7s, I learned how to drive automatic in a 1988 hatchback Civic, and then I learned how to drive stick shift in a 1985 Mazda RX-7 GSL SE 13B motor. Now that was a good car to learn how to drive stick in. I'm sure a lot of the EF enthusiasts are gonna be mad at me for saying that, but I like Mazdas, I like RX-7s, I like rotary. I'll eventually own one of those in the future. Sad that I got rid of my first one, but yeah. So I learned how to drive stick in a Mazda RX-7. I learned how to drive automatic in a Honda Civic. 9 years old, I was in a Honda Civic hatchback. 13 years old, I was in a Mazda RX-7. I went to my 8th grade graduation dance here in Philadelphia, PA. You know how you have like a elementary school dance, you have a middle school dance, then you have a high school dance, or a prom, right? I went to my 8th grade dance in a Honda Civic. I drove there. Yeah, I drove to my 8th grade dance. Everybody came in limos, they came in SUVs, it was tricked out, they rented Hummers. And your boy Tune pulled up in a little green Honda Civic. I had 3 friends, let me see. 3 friends in the back and 1 in the front, which was my prom date, or my little dance date. Yeah, man. I had a little system, I had rims, and I drove to my 8th grade dance. I was the only 8th grader that did it. And then the day after, I got pulled over and got tickets for doing donuts. They try to say 360s and donuts, but it wasn't 360s. It's a front wheel drive car, so you know what I mean? And I had 3 of my friends in the car. But the day after my middle school dance, where I drove to the dance, I didn't get pulled over, I didn't get no tickets, no fines, no nothing then. This was in 2002. The day after, I decided to take the car to go play handball. If you're from Philly, then you know where I'm talking about. On 3rd and Somerset. Yeah, man. I decided to go and play handball with a couple of my friends. And on the way out, like a genius, like the genius that I am, I had my friends in the car and we started doing spin outs and all of that. Like, thinking that was cool. But there was a festival like a block away. I'm dumb, I don't know. I was 13, I was dumb, young, and naive, so I guess, you can't blame me. But right when we was about to leave the handball court, I started spinning on and doing all of that. The cops came like 5 deep, like 5 cop cars came immediately. 5 cop cars came immediately and surrounded me. "Excuse me, sir, what are you doing? Where's your license and registration?" I jumped out the car and I tried to pretend like I tried to get a handball, like that was gonna justify my burning out actions. No siree. He said, "Let me get your license, registration, and insurance." I said, "I don't have a license. I'm 13. Like, you know what I mean? Excuse me, officer, I don't have a license. I have the registration and insurance." So bam, I gave him the registration and insurance because, it was in the vehicle. I just wasn't licensed. And he said, "Does your father know you're driving this vehicle?" The truth of the matter was, my pop did know that I was driving the vehicle. He gave me the keys. It was my car. He told me how to drive in it. I wasn't licensed at the time, but he knew I was driving it. He was just at work. I told the officer that he didn't know that I took it because I didn't want my pop to get in trouble. Because if my pop affirmed or allowed a 13-year-old to drive a vehicle and I would have got into an accident or whatever, he would have been held responsible legally. So I said no. I didn't want to put my pop under the bus. So I had told him, no, I took it. He said, you can get in trouble. And he tried to give me like a little pep speech, like a little pep talk. He said, you're not supposed to be doing this, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm going to let you slide. He gave me a ticket with a court date. And he told me to park it there, me and my friends to walk home. He said, walk home. I'm going to be in the neighborhood. If I see you take this car, I'm going to tow it. So we walked. We got my man, my homie. Not my man, but like my homie. It's another metaphorical term for my homie. I had my 3 homies in the car. Well, one of the homies' mom came and she drove us back. Right, y'all. Yeah, somebody was crossing the intersection. My homie's mom drove us all over there in her SUV. Then she drove my car. She had me in the car, in the passenger, and she was in the car because she was licensed. And she had her son, which wasn't even licensed to drive either. He was like 15. Like, we was all teens, kids. And he drove hers back while she drove mine back to the block. So I got lucky there. That's a true story. That's one of the many times I got pulled over in my teens, because I've been getting system tickets, sound ordinance law, disturbing the peace. I've been getting system tickets since a very young age. I've been getting all types of random tickets. That's nothing that I should be proud of. But I guess that's why as an adult, when they pull me over, I'm so accustomed to the pullover routine. When they turn on them lights and they're behind me and I know they're gonna pull me over, my license registration is right here. My ID or my driver's license is in my wallet. I said license registration right here. My registration and insurance is right here. The inspection is up there. My license is in my wallet. I usually have everything whipped out and in hand, so when they come and they pulling me over, like they don't even get a chance to speak. That's how getting pulled over is with me, because I already know the protocol. Come on, man. I've been going through the court system since I was 13. Yeah, man, it's crazy. So it's like, just take it with a grain of salt. It's nothing to be proud of. But I think that's because I live in a city, and it's not that I was doing a bunch of random destructive stuff growing up. It's just as a city, we're more prone to getting pulled over versus in the suburbs. I'm in the city, so we got row homes galore. People stacked up, They build up here, smush everybody in to standard blocks and build up. So the car population is incredible. That's why sometimes I'll be looking at these groups on Facebook. I'll be looking at the groups, right? And occasionally, like, I'll see some of the comments where people say, like, man, there's only one of those in my town, or one of those in my city, or I haven't seen one of those in ages. But over here, cars are so, like, populated. We're overpopulated with cars. Like, some households own 3 to 4 cars each. And we got Hondas on every block in Philly. You would drive through every block, bam, Honda, like, bam, a CRV, 3 Hondas, like, another Honda, bam. Let me see. Like, if I play the Honda game with you, like, go to every city block. So for me, it's like, I don't be in awe, I don't be shocked when I see another Honda, boom. That's just one city block. We didn't even leave the one city block yet, and we're so polluted, man, with the Honda, bam, Honda, bam. Like, you would think that I'm joking, but in my Philadelphia Hood Tours on my YouTube, for those y'all who don't know, I'm a director and cinematographer. So I have 2 YouTube channels. One with over 1,000 videos, which consists of like some of the music videos, over 100 music videos I shot and edited. I shoot and edit music videos, some series, some documentaries, some random vlogs, some random just tour videos of Philly. And I have the other one where I put my latest music videos on. Anyway, my first channel, Tune 215. So if you're interested in checking me out on YouTube, you don't have to. You're not obligated to. But if you're interested in learning a little bit more about me, visit Tune 215 on YouTube. I repeat, Tune, T-O-O-N, speed bump, 215 on YouTube. Not Tune speed bump 215. Tune 215. If you look me up on YouTube, you'll see I have a playlist with over 200 Philadelphia hood tours, where I cover South Philadelphia, Southwest Philadelphia, West Philadelphia, North Philadelphia, Northeast Philadelphia, pretty much Center City Philadelphia and all that. I do raw tours. I slap an action camera on my hood or on my roof. Most of the time it's like on the top of the windshield. And I drive around the city just to give you guys a tour for people who've never been to Philadelphia, to see what the raw essence is like the natural essence. Nobody be knowing that I be recording. I just press record and drive around the city, for half an hour, whatever, an hour. And I have over 200 plus tours, probably over 220 tours, covering all different sections of Philly, right? Where I'm getting with this story at is, on one of the videos, I think on one of the Philadelphia tours, I think I titled it like, how many Hondas can you count? Because in that one 15-minute video, like literally I counted like 70 of them. And it was a 15-minute video. A 15-minute video about S2000. That's beautiful. Let me show you the S2000. Because the true Honda enthusiasts, I like the S2000. Did you see that? That's nice. That's an S2000. Woohoo! S2000s are nice. I would like one day eventually. S2000. Oh, this is my song.
More of the biggest hits.
Oh, they play me. TSX. I like TLs and TSXs. I think they're pretty dope. 5-speed would be dope though. TSX looks pretty good. Yeah, man, but Hondas are everywhere, dude. Like, as we speaking, I'm like driving by dozens and dozens of them. But these speed bumps are designed to slow us down. I don't like that. This is like one of the main avenues of Philly. 2nd Street. It's not even an avenue, it's a street. But 2nd Street is a popular street. Like, it gets hundreds, probably, I would say, I don't know if I'm over-exaggerating, but it gets hundreds of thousands of cars weekly down this avenue. It's a busy avenue. And they installed speed bumps on every other block. So when you're driving out here, you gotta slow down at every speed bump. At least if you care about your suspension, because some people take it, they're like, no, I care about my suspension. This is all stock. This is stock CRX, y'all. I haven't really changed anything on it, like, and I'm doing my best. Believe me, I've had this CRX for the last several plus years, and I've been tempted. I've periodically thought, like, man, wouldn't my CRX look dope if I throw some rims on it? And wouldn't my CRX look neat if I do this and add that JDM part and put this European part? Because I thought about putting like the rear fog bumper lights and putting some front fog lights and, you know, nah, man. When I got this with the intentions. When I bought it, I said, I'm buying this CRX to make a stock car. Not many people do that. Not many people buy a car to say, I'm going to make this car stock. Let's see how stock can I make it. That's what I did with the CRX. Because I had my Civic, and I had, you know, I always have a variety of other cars that have minor modifications to it. But I already had cars that were a little pimped out, you can say, a little tricked out, a little tuned out. So I wanted something original. I wanted something factory. I wanted something that was unmolested. So I tried to find the best. This car, you guys may think it looks good, or I got it like that. A, it still needs a lot more work. It needs a lot more attention to detail. B, I didn't get it like this. It didn't look like this. Oh, no. Hell no. No, it didn't look like this, yo. I had to make it look like this. So if y'all think it looks neat or it looks basic, it looks plain or whatever it looks like, I was the one that made it look this way. Whoa, they're opening up Cousins. Yo, my bad, y'all. I'm just driving around, taking in the scenery. But yeah, I did the body work, cut out the rear wells, welded them in, welded in rocker panels, acquired little miscellaneous body trimmings and pieces, and I didn't do a lot, but I did enough to where, like, you know what I mean, I did things. It still got a long way to go, man. But I enjoy it, you know. I take pride in driving around a plain stock car. You know, I'll be at the light and then like a tricked out, I say tricked out, it sounds dumb, like a dope ass car will pull up, a Accord, an EF, or EG, or EK, something trick. In Philly, I'm telling you, it's so common that's why sometimes I be in these groups and I be seeing these cars. I'm like, well, we got a bunch of cars that look like that here in Philly. Like, you know, it takes a lot to make me like, to make me, I don't know. I don't get impressed easily, like, you know what I mean? And as an adult, I can appreciate like the stock cars. So when I see the stock cars, I'm like, damn, that John dope. I guess it's because I'm from the era of like Punto Ochos, like .8s, like the EF. Like, all right, let's put it like this. My pop was driving an EF when everybody was hooking up Punto Ochos, .8s, Toyota Corollas, twin cams, and all that back in the early 90s. You know what I mean? And I always liked it that whole style, keeping them simple, sleek, clean body, stock wheels, moldings, and all that. You know what I mean? That looks dope. He look dope. My bad, y'all. We got people stuck in the middle of the block here. This is the the bad part about row homes, being in a single lane street. Cause you gotta wait for them to move out the way. In the suburbs, y'all don't gotta deal with this, right? People don't do that. All right, y'all. I'm gonna talk to y'all later, man. I holla. Peace. This is the longest live stream that I've done yet. What's up, ZX Eddie? He said, "Where is Jersey?" She is home with the wife.